Do you ever think that that 60, 70, or even 80-inch TV you have isn't big enough for that big playoff game or that epic movie you want to watch? Well, unless you have about $130,000 to splash out on the latest 120-inch backlit LED television, projection is the answer. Now, there are a lot of projectors on the market, and they range from basically about $100 all the way to tens of thousands of dollars, depending on your needs. Well, what if you want to go big, but you don't want to pay big? Well, this is the latest projector from Vankyo. It's the 360W, and not only can it project a 300-inch image onto any screen or wall, but it comes in at under $300. Let's have a look what's in the box. First of all, it's a remote control for the projector itself. I do have to tell you one thing though. Batteries are not included, so you have to supply those yourself, but the back of the battery cover is really hard to get off. We thought we were going to have to break it to get it off, but it's actually kind of flexible and you just have to work at it and it will come off. Next thing, you get a standard power cable. Then you get a video audio cable. It has your standard RCA jacks for audio and that yellow video plug. Pretty well good for older devices. Maybe you have an old VCR laying around. For digital connections, you get an HDMI cable. Then you get these long swabs. No, these are not for medical tests. These are for cleaning out the vents to keep this unit cool. The included instruction booklet is straightforward and easy to use. And of course, you get the projector itself, and it comes in a nice carrying case with some pockets in around to put the cables in or the remote control. Input-wise, they have you covered. In the back, you have a VGA connection, you have two USBs, one with 5 volts, and your AV input along with a headphone jack. On the side, you get 2 HDMI digital inputs as well as an SD card slot. This 630W displays a native 1080p picture, and it has a contrast rating of 5000 to 1 and a higher 7000 lux brightness level. Now, I don't know how many lumens it has though, but it's safe to say with these type of projectors, the brighter the room and larger the image, the darker the picture. So for optimal results, it's best to use this in darker environments. These examples that you're looking at, I'm projecting onto a 120-inch screen. I'll leave a link in the comments for the projector and the screen. By the way, the screen I bought has a black backing, which I thought would help since I'm covering a window with this screen, but it's still not dark enough to black out some of the ambient backlighting coming from the outside. The projector has easy to use buttons and setup is a breeze. Basically, you have a focus wheel on the front. You can see how it actually telescopes the lens forward and back to focus. Then you have a keystone adjustment slide. Underneath is a single leveling screw to raise or lower the projector. I do wish there were 2 of them, one on each side though. It would help when placing the projector on uneven surfaces. The 630W also has a 50-degree electronic horizontal and vertical keystone adjustment, and any type of resizing is done electronically, which is really handy depending on where you're placing your projector. Maybe you need it a little further back, so you might want to actually decrease the size of the picture and vice versa. Like all projectors, these things do get a little bit warm, but there is a fan to help cool it down. Now, this 630W is quieter than some of the other projectors from Vankyo, but you still will be able to hear it, let's say in a presentation, if there is no audio playing. However, if you're using this unit for entertainment purposes, say you're watching a show or a game or you're playing a video game, you won't hear that fan whatsoever. And the sound quality from these stereo speakers are actually really surprisingly good. They sound better than my 70-inch Sharp TV actually. If you want to hook up a soundbar, sure you can, but as it is, it's absolutely acceptable. All the images you're seeing here are actual images and they're unedited, unlike some of the pictures that you see online for all these projector companies where I'm pretty sure they're photoshopped. But anyways, have a look at yourself. I think it's pretty good. The newest feature of the 630W is it has Wi-Fi, so it can accept a wireless image transmission. You can take your mobile device, your phone, your iPad, you can pair it with the actual projector and project whatever's there. Results can vary though depending on where you live and what's going on in your area. If there's a lot of interference, it might affect your performance. I've noticed though, if you're using it for mirroring your phone, let's say for apps and for pictures, it's very, very quick. It works very well, easy to hook up. However, when you use it for video sometimes, it can actually be a little bit laggy. I guess there's a lot of information going from your device wirelessly to the projector. One easy solution though, if you're transmitting any large files, let's say some high definition video files, you know what? Just take your device's cable and plug it into the projector itself, into one of the USBs. Actually, it's the one with the 5 volt. And now you can mirror anything you have on your phone. It's seamless. There is pretty well no latency or lag whatsoever. With the SD card slot, you can take your card directly from your camera and plug it straight into the projector and view your photos or movies right there. Very, very simple, and you use that remote. It's a great way to share on a much bigger platform. Bulb life is rated for 50,000 hours. Now, to put it into perspective, that means you can watch this projector for 10 hours a day for 13 years. Realistically, I don't think anyone's going to be watching 10 hours a day on the projector, mainly because you're watching it at nighttime. So, unless you are a night owl, this projector will pretty well last you forever, or until at least you buy another one that has better features. Who is this projector for? Well, if you're looking for a dedicated projector for a home theater setup and you want 4K, this is not the projector for you. But as I mentioned, some of these projectors can run you over $10,000. The 630W is perfect for bringing it to the office for those presentations, using it for those playoff games on the weekends, or just some fun family movie nights, inside or even out. It has a huge bang for the buck factor, and with so many people staying in more these days, this could be the perfect gift for that someone special, or even for yourself. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe.